It's safe to say that dog owners would love to talk to their furry friends. Well, one speech pathologist made this dream a reality. Meet Stella and her owner, Christina. The two have a way of communicating that goes way beyond the typical pet-owner interaction.
Stella, what's wrong? Stella, eat. You're really hungry, huh?
You see, Stella actually communicates like a small child would.
Okay, we'll go for a walk.
Christina, a speech pathologist, wanted to find a way to help Stella communicate her needs, so she created a button word board. For example, if Stella wants to go outside, she presses the corresponding button that speaks the word. And get this, Stella even knows how to put together short sentences with her button board.
Jake is outside, you're right.
So is this a viable way for us to communicate with our faithful forever friends?
You want to go play at the park?
Wow, that is unbelievable. Well, Christina and her dog Stella join us. So, wow, I mean, I have to say, Christina, we're all pretty blown away that you actually taught your dog to communicate. So, what started you on this journey in the first place?
Well, I'm a speech therapist, so I've been working with kids who have delays in their communication or language disorders. A lot of kids that I work with are nonverbal and use communication devices to talk. And when I brought Stella home as a puppy, I just noticed so many of the same pre-linguistic skills in her communication as toddlers right before they start saying words. So I just wondered, since Stella can understand words, and there's been all this research about dogs understanding words, could she use words if we had a different way for her to say them?
So tell us how the communication actually works and how long it took you to train Stella to push those individual buttons.
It took a good few weeks of modeling words for her before she actually said her first word, which was outside. But pretty much I would observe all of the ways she was already communicating. So, she would so very clearly paw her water dish when it was empty. And I would realize, she's trying to tell me she needs water. So then I would narrate that with the word water. I would say it verbally a lot of times and press the water button so that Stella saw that's the way that she could ask for water if she needed it. And I did that just with simple words to start: outside, play, and water. And then as I saw her learn those after a few weeks, I just kept adding more vocabulary to pair words with what she was already communicating or what was happening in her daily environment.
Wow, incredible. I have to ask you, is Stella just a really smart dog?
I think she is very smart, but I know that so many other dogs can do this as well. I believe that all dogs have this potential, and as I've seen now, there's a lot of other dog owners teaching their own dogs, which is just so incredible to watch.
If people at home want to try this with their pets, how do they start?
Yeah, so the very first thing to do is just to observe all the ways your dog is already communicating. When you really pay attention to their vocalizations and their gestures and their body language and think, what is my dog, trying to communicate with this right now? Then you can start narrating their actions with short, simple words and phrases. You can get buttons like the ones we started with. They're like $20 for a pack of 4 of them on Amazon, and start using them. So we have ones that say play, hide. Every time you say that word as you're modeling with your dog, you can push the button too, so that your dog is seeing how they can use that word if they want to.
Really cool stuff, Christina. Thanks so much for coming on The Doctors.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bye, Stella.